Hello, and I've got a Star Wars shirt on there. I took the forest shirt and put it in the wash. It's not that I wear it, I only wear it for the review and then I take it off again. But obviously I'm a Nottingham Forest fan. Born and bred Nottingham person, you know, and I was there for the good years and I've been there for a lot of bad years as well. But hey, isn't that the same with a lot of football clubs? You know, a lot of football clubs ain't got the heritage and that they used to have. Bad owners, bad managers and shit players. But anyway, today I'm reviewing, or tonight, the third review of the night. Although if you're looking at Facebook tonight, so I'll probably get this up tonight anyway. I'm uploading the other two reviews now. This will be the fifth review of the day, but I did the other two yesterday. It's just that I fell asleep at 9 o'clock last night. I got into bed, fell asleep. My wife turned the computer off and killed the uploading. Hence why. No, actually, it's the fourth review because I did Summersby earlier, then I did Hop, Skip and Juice, then Jack Daniels, and now Amigos. Oh well, it's the weekend. I'm not going out boozing. Not that you can, obviously. So, obviously, Amigos, very much like Desperados, a tequila beer. Decent sized bottle as well, 500ml bottle. (4.6%). So what it says on the bottle, I thought these are supposed to be pint glasses. A pint is 568ml and these are only old 500, so something's not right. Oh, that's bloody nice, that is. Been a while since I've had a tequila beer. So, put the bottle there for, you know, product placement, as it were. Not that I really care, but it makes it easier for the thumbnail later. That's the reason I do it. So it says here, a golden, easy drinking beer with a punch of tequila flavour enhanced by the zing of South American limes. It's very important to have the lime with the tequila. Inspired by modern day Mexico's sense of vibrancy, energy and passion, Amigos is best enjoyed ice cold with friends. Well, I've got no friends. Well, not here anyway. Not many in reality either. Virtual friends. Lots of them. But I have actually got good friends. It's just that I moved jobs and left all my friends behind, and sadly not many friends in the job I'm in, but there you go. You can't win them all, can you? So, golden pour, no head, good lacing around the edge, and definitely that tinge of tequila, but also the lime on the nose, which does follow through into the taste because I've already had some, and it's beautiful. That hits the spot. Sun's come out now. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and that is as crisp and refreshing as you could ever want. Obviously, it's a lager, not a beer. You know, this definition between lager and beer, it's all over the place. I do wish they'd actually just say lager instead of beer, because for me, a beer is something like 1698. That's a beer. That's a lager. But hey, you know, you can't win them all with classifications and all that. We know it's a lager, and that's where it stays. So obviously the main contenders for this, the Desperados is the main one. Probably Desperados in this country is probably slightly stronger seller. Probably, I'm not so sure. I don't know the actual things, but I remember when we had both of them, Desperados did sell better. The Desperados also brought out a Desperados Red, which I've actually reviewed on the channel at one stage, and I've reviewed Desperados as well, although it's been a while. So what I need to do one day is, boring as it sounds, is go through all the single bottles that supermarkets sell of lagers and actually see what I haven't reviewed, or what I've reviewed and the reviews were in the early days where not many people watched. Because if not many people watched, then it's a good chance, it's a good time to do it again. But there are websites out there such as Ocado that I cannot bloody get on, that sell a lot of different lagers, like different different versions of Peroni. There's 2 versions of Peroni that I've never had before, and I want to get on there and get them. But every time you go on, you've got to be vulnerable. The more I try and get on, the more anxious it's making, the more vulnerable it's making me. But I don't suppose that counts in the retrospective. But anyway, cheers. This is nice. Going down a treat. So, looking forward to the weekend. Obviously the weather's still not going to be good. Monday it starts to pick up, and pick up in a good way. And that's fantastic for me, because obviously I turned 49. 40 bleeding 9. Kills me. You know, when you're younger, you want to be older. When you're older, you want to be younger. And it's a killer, isn't it? You know, when you're at school, you want to be out of school. Now at this age, I'd love to be back in school, knowing what I know now. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, we don't want to go down that road too much. Yes, we'll be getting ourselves into trouble. Yes, but anyway, yeah, I would. Yeah, those school days, oh dear. Better not say too much more, in case anybody in the family watches these videos and I get a bollocking for saying too much. But yeah, we all dream of being a different age. I mean, my mum, sadly, you know, she used to say to me, "Oh, I can't wait till I'm dead. I've had enough of this life." And, you know, when she was in her final days, the scared look on her face, and when the doctor says, yes, you are going to die, and I'm like, you fucking idiot, don't tell her that. You know, tell her that, be stronger, fight whatever it is, beat it, you know. Because let's be fair, if something this coronavirus has taught us is that people have recovered from the brink, you know, miracles happen. I've got a friend who was at Sainsbury's. She's got COPD. She went into hospital with coronavirus. She got it from work. And, you know, it was touch and go. Now she's out. She's getting back to normal. It's a long gradual rise back to normal. But, you know, miracles happen. You know, not everybody who gets cancer dies. And for me, for a doctor to say that, and yes, she probably, I don't know, is there a heaven? Well, none of us know, do we? But did my mum see the gates open, and then was at peace with herself? Because we went down when she was in Nottingham City Hospital, and she was in Haywood House, which is, you know, it's not a good place to be. And she perked up, and she was back to her normal self. Obviously she wasn't well looking, but she was saying, "Oh, look, all these people around me, all, you know, look how ill they look." And she was back to, and you know, later in life, she wasn't a great mum in the first place, but she got better. She was a better grandma than she was a mum. And she, on that last week, she perked up massively, and this says on the Sunday she can come out and you know, go and have a dinner with you, or go for dinner, and that was massive, you know, for us. You know, going down every night, seeing her in that place, it was a struggle. It was flipping hard, you know. So anybody who's, you know, relating this, who's got a relative in coronavirus, a family member, you know, it is brutal. It's so brutal seeing somebody decline. And on the Sunday we went up, and she was asleep all day. And so we came away. And then she'd passed asleep in the early hours of the Monday. And you know, that really. But you know, in life, there's a thing really, isn't there? You know, if you know someone's passed over to the other side, and they're all good, you know, that gives closure to, you know, whoever's on this side, the life side. And here's a really strange thing that happened. My niece, she took over my mum's house, and her sister Lola, my niece, said one night to me, my other niece, Mama's just spoke to me. She says that she's in heaven and she's all well, so don't worry about her. And it's like, and she came out with other stuff. She said, tell Billy, me, that to stop drinking too much, and she's at peace now. And I'm like, fucking hell. And it's like, and Emma, who's my niece, she doesn't lie. She's not a lying person. So if she said that her sister Lola said it, she said it. And you know, you've got to wonder about that plane of existence in life. And there was other things said, and Lola could not have known some of these things. She was, at the time, I think she was 6 or 7 at the time. Yeah, 5 years ago. So my boy's 9, she's about 11 now. Yeah, 5 or 6 at the time. There's things she couldn't know. She wouldn't know that I've probably drank a bit too much over the years. You know, and a lot of that's down to anxiety and stress and that. And it's plagued me for about the last 12 years, probably, since my grandma died. And it's funny how things get on to you. But for her to come out with what she said, there's no way on earth that she would have known that. So you've got to look at it in the realms that if she said that, then somehow my mum was talking to her. And obviously I believe some things in life. I believe that aliens are out there somewhere. I mean, personally, I don't have to look across the road, the arsehole across the road, to know there's an alien. And a few other people in life that I've encountered. But joking aside, you know, I believe certain things. You know, obviously, like everybody, I want to see. You know, if there is a heaven, you know, the ability. You think of Harry Potter and the pictures on the wall where they can talk to people. Bloody hell. I mean, obviously, you know, there's times of the day you'd think, fucking hell, cover that cunting picture up. But there's other times when, you know, you imagine the anxiety relief across the world if you could speak to relatives that you've lost, but they're in a state where they're normal. You know, you don't want to see someone who's been ran over and their head's hanging off, you know, that, no. But in their normal state, and you see them and you can talk to them. Wow. Could you imagine what that would bring? You know, there'd be millions of people who have massive issues with anxiety and mental health issues who would, at the click of a finger, probably be normal. You know, to know that your relative has passed on, is in good condition, and probably, you know, in heaven, like my mum now, she'd probably be in heaven, having a beer with my dad, with my grandma, and saying, fucking hell, what are you doing? You know, why are you so stressed? You know, because if I was to stand outside of my own body and look at my life, apart from work where there's been issues, the rest of my life is a very good life. Not got much money, obviously, but fantastic wife, great kids, great grandchild, great house, good garden, well, great garden, and a lot of things are fantastic. Whereas a lot of people in a lot worse conditions, and sometimes the best way for all of us is to look at the way we are, and same again for all the bad people out there. You know, I've seen physical abuse. I've seen my dad stab my mum behind the ear when they was arguing. Stood in front of my dad as an 8-year-old. It was about, I think I was about 8 anyway, and said no, and he stopped. And I've seen, you know, white women being beaten by blokes because my mum was beaten by the idiots, different boyfriends she had after that, and you know, people abusing women, and the other way around as well, because it's not just that, there's women who abuse men, you know, them sort of people. Yeah, sometimes you've got to look at yourself and think, I'm disgusted in the person that I am, you know, and people who hit children, I mean, obviously a smack on the arse is one thing, but people who beat children is something very different, and people who abuse children, I mean, fucking hell, you know, sometimes if you look at yourself and you think to yourself, I am disgusting, I don't deserve all this, and yeah, and so people need to change the way they are, you know. In life you learn a lot. When I moved from Nottingham City Council to Sainsbury's, it changed me massively. I thought I was a hard worker on the City Council, and I was. Went to Sainsbury's, Jesus Christ. On the booze department, it was a right bloody job and a half. Because we were putting out the delivery, doing everything. At Sainsbury's Arnold, it was slightly different, but at Sainsbury's Beeston, it was a really hard job. And then the arseholes wanted to try and get you on the tills as well. It's like, fuck off, I've gone for it to do as it is. But, yeah, life, eh? All fun. But obviously life's what makes us. But I do think that being the best you can, you know, the best person you can, looking into yourself and thinking, am I an arsehole? You know, am I a decent person to my family and friends and that? I mean, I'd like to think I am, you know, a very decent person. You know, obviously, if I'm at the moment, I'm better than I was last weekend. Last weekend I was in a very dark place, but this weekend I'm in a much better place. I'm nowhere near how I should be, but I'm better. But you know, sometimes you have to look at yourself and you think, fucking hell, I'm the one who needs to change. And there's people out there that think they're, you know, that they're always right and the world's wrong. But sometimes you have to look at yourself and you think, you know something, these people are right, I'm the idiot. And I've done things over the years and I think to myself, I shouldn't have done that. And in that way I've changed a lot, because now I think about it before I do things, and I don't do them. I don't try and be an arsehole anymore or anything like that. Try and be the best person I can be. And that's how it should be, you know, in life. But anyway, back to the beer. We are on 19 minutes, Jesus. I do apologise for the long reviews. Obviously, if you've followed these reviews for a while, you'll know that I go off tangent. You'll get some reviews where they're about 6 minutes long and it's a pure beer review. And then you'll get these reviews where they're 20 minutes long and I just go on about life. And sometimes, about 8 minutes ago, where I nearly broke down. But, you know, it's all true, I don't lie. And, you know, we've all got lives to share, haven't we? You know, it's... if you've had a life where you've had nothing horrible happen to you, you've had a very rich, life where you've got no money worries, you can do as you please, you don't really need to work. You've had a fantastic life. But have you seen life? You know, I've worked on public parks and I've seen a lot of life, a lot of disgusting life. I've seen terrible things on public parks. I've been called Hitler once because I locked the toilets, only to stop. I mean, gays and lesbians are one thing. What they do in their own properties, that's fine, it's up to them. But when you're coming onto a public park where there's kiddies that go in the toilets and you're up to no good in them toilets, no, there's limits. There's always limits. There's limits for normal people not to do that in public toilets. Never mind gays and lesbians. And I did it. I locked the toilets one day and this bloke walked by me and gave me the Hitler sign. And I thought, oh, that's fucking great, that is. You know, I'm doing it to protect the children, not to protect you. But, funny bloke. But yeah, it's funny really, working on that Nottingham's Arboretum, I've seen so much over the years. Flashers, murderers, some of the stuff you see, shagging all over the park. Worked with some absolute nutters. One bloke who ate a part of a human body. Well, we're absolutely convinced he did. Another twat who chucked a TV, a microwave on his head because of another workmate's imaginary boyfriend that we made up to just to get him off her back. I work with people with serious body odour issues that were disgusting, and yet you couldn't tell them, because how do you tell somebody that they stink? And it's not easy, you know, unless you're brutal. Fucking hell, you smell, you bastard. Don't you wash yourself? But, you know, you can't really say that to somebody. Anyway, I need to crack on because it's 22 minutes now. So I've got to say, crisp and refreshing throughout. Lovely taste of tequila, but with the lime makes it. A lot of these Mexican beers, like your Corona, your Sol, and Desperados as well, the lime makes the beer. You know, the lager's one thing, but that addition of lime, it just makes it, you know, it just finishes it. So, that was like being down the pub, you know, having a drink with mates, getting a load off your chest. And that's the thing with mental health issues, just going back onto that talking to people is good, you know, getting it out there, getting your problems out to the wider world. And me talking to a camera with nobody there in the background has actually helped me, strangely enough. You know, obviously people may or may not comment, but just getting it out there is my way of expressing myself. So if you at home are suffering, and lots of people are suffering with mental health at the moment, even the likes of my wife, who's a much stronger person than I am, in mental health at least, even she's suffering from not sleeping because of the worry of this. You know, this pandemic is scary, but getting it out there, talking to people, talking to your partner, talking to your kids, even if you've got older kids, and just getting them troubles out there, it might be a way to ease issues that you've got, if you've got them, sleeping issues, anxiety issues, stress, depression. So, you know, listen to some idiot talking about beer, you know, it might be one way of getting it out there, you know, and watch a film, watch documentaries, watch something that gets the brain ticking, because trust me, all those help me. Whenever I'm doing, you know, if you're going to lie there, Monday and Tuesday I lied on the settee, couldn't get off the settee for 2 days, apart from doing beer reviews, funnily enough. But I couldn't get up, and I was in such a bad place. But to talk to people and for them to listen, you know, it does wonders. You'll be surprised how much it helps people. There's always somebody in your life who may need help. A neighbour, you know, a family member who you don't hear from, or a family member who all of a sudden started posting strange stuff. I've posted strange stuff. My mates didn't recognise why, you know, just thought I was being a twat. And this is really the sad part, is I don't really talk to those mates now. And they didn't ask, are you okay? You know. Sad. Anyway, as for this, fantastic lager beer. Lager. Lime and tequila on the nose, lime and tequila on the taste, golden beer. Fantastic throughout. Obviously that spirit lager. Wow, what an awesome beer. So refreshing, so easy to drink, beautiful. Out of 5. 4.6 out of 5. That hit the spot tonight in a way that, you know, and obviously it all depends on the mood you're in. If you're in a certain mood, certain beers will deliver. It's not just about the taste, it's about the mood. We must always remember that whenever we're drinking beers, lagers or ciders or spirits or wines. Sometimes if it's in the right mood, it will hit the spot even better than on another day where the mood's different. But anyway, thank you for listening, and if you've watched this review, thanks for watching it all the way through. Please comment if you have done, and please tell me, brutally honest, what you think. I'd like to know. I don't mind negative, and I don't mind positive. I love positive, obviously, but yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Stay safe and see you soon. And now I've got to try and upload this tonight. 27 minutes, Jesus Christ, that's the longest review yet. Wait till we get to the 1,000 subscribers, because then, oh, we're going 2 hours. Cheers. See you soon.